Welcome to the third webinar in a series focused on developing and implementing strong local literacy plans. This webinar's topic is Planning for Family Literacy Engagement in Local Literacy Plans. I am Dr. Lisa Holliday-LaBeouf, your guide through this series. If you missed our first or second sessions on setting and monitoring SMART literacy goals and planning for explicit instruction, intervention, and extensions, you can find those recordings and slide decks in our literacy library on the department's website. Our objectives today are to ensure that you are able to examine school and system needs around engaging families in their child's literacy development at all ages and stages, being able to incorporate specific action steps into literacy plans and connect those action steps and plans to your SMART literacy goals. In this webinar, we will take a look at how family engagement activities around literacy fit into the various types of goals in your overall literacy plan. We'll also talk about some guiding questions that you can consider as you're developing this part of your plan, action steps that are specific and relate back to your goals, how communicating the plan and aligning to other initiatives can include families. We'll also share some resources available in the literacy library that relate to families, preview of support that is upcoming, and how this can maximize the impact at the school level. Our literacy pillars drive our work. Our first and second webinars focused on setting and achieving SMART literacy goals and ensuring plans and goals for explicit literacy instruction, along with interventions and extensions, are included to address all student needs. This session will focus on the families pillar, which aims to ensure that families are actively engaged in the literacy development of their children. Families are our partners in everything we do. The next session will focus on ongoing professional growth that allows us to constantly improve. All of this is grounded in a foundation of equity across all literacy practices, so that every learner has opportunities and access every day. Let's take a look at how family literacy engagement fits into your local literacy plan. By including all populations of students when setting and monitoring literacy goals, that also includes considerations for their families. Not only should families be regularly informed of their child's progress and instructional activities, engaging families in ways that honor their communities, languages, cultures, and experiences can open doors to two-way communication and support for and from families. When considering all of the populations of students at your schools, consider the homes of those learners as well as how their unique identifiers contribute to their educational journeys. Teachers and families can work together closely to ensure student success. In setting teacher-focused goals, consider how teachers would need to communicate with families. Hosting training or collaborative sessions with teachers focused on how to effectively engage families based on your school's unique populations and demographics can also be a worthy goal when considering professional growth opportunities for teachers. By engaging families and including them as active partners, the impact on student outcomes can grow. When thinking about program-focused goals, you are setting goals around how the programs used in your school will meet the needs of your diverse student population. Considering how you will inform and engage families around programmatic planning and implementation, as well as how you will address and impact all students, including subgroups, is integral when setting your program-focused goals in your local literacy plans. Families can be helpful and supportive when they know what is going on with their child at school academically as well as socially. Let's take a look at where this specifically fits in the local literacy plan template. A reminder that this template is an optional guide that can be used to develop strong, cohesive literacy plans. In the template, you will scroll down to the section that talks about family literacy engagement. Scrolling down past your goals, your literacy team incorporation, your explicit instruction, interventions, and extensions. Families appears in section 4, family engagement around literacy. So this is the section that you'll be looking at in your local literacy plan when incorporating ways to specifically engage families. In section 4 of the local literacy plan template, there are some guiding questions to help you formulate your goals and plans around engaging families around literacy. Some questions to consider as you structure your action steps to support your goals are including families in focus groups and other discussions, and asking yourself what specific programs are addressing to the school's mission, families' concerns about literacy achievement, student attitudes toward reading and writing, teachers' beliefs about student literacy and learning, all things to consider when looking at your programs and resources at your school. How are you providing ongoing support and communication to families? Are you considering diverse families and their specific needs and challenges, thinking about all of the things from communication to technology, ways to get in communication with those family members, and transportation? They would like to attend the events, but sometimes there are things, barriers in place that prevent them from doing so. So addressing and connecting with those families on ways that can best support them. And are you using communication methods that accommodate all families and their unique needs? Some additional things to consider and ensure when engaging families are, how are you working directly with community partners to engage families, to invest in the literacy of our youth in the schools, and to improve access to resources? Those community partners can be a great resource to help you overcome some of those barriers that many families face. Also, what resources and tools are you sharing with families and community partners to enhance literacy? There are several resources available on our website as well as through other state and local organizations. The sample action steps table is available in the template as well. When developing your action steps to support your family literacy engagement goals, you should list the month or specific date, if known, of when a certain activity or event will occur to promote and encourage family engagement, the name or description of the activity, what opportunities should be considered for accessibility, such as family members who have job schedules or transportation issues that may limit their availability, as well as some community partners, such as nonprofit groups or local businesses that could support and assist with events and activities. It should also be noted that family engagement should not be limited to a list of scheduled activities and events. Families can be engaged throughout the school year through regular communication via phone calls, texts, emails, notes home, or in-person meetings, as well as any other informal opportunity that teachers can utilize. Parents also can serve as excellent volunteers for various activities going on throughout the school year. In all action steps and goals, it is important to also consider how those goals and actions align to other initiatives. Alignment is important when communicating with families. Communications should include common, family-friendly language. Depending on the grade levels of the students, sharing goals across content areas can improve overall student reading and learning. Intervention and extension programs, plans, and activities should also align to the skills and strategies being taught, and families should be included in the conversations about those types of instruction. There are also some templates available on the Literacy Library to aid in those actions and plans. Communicating all parts of your literacy plan help other stakeholders be informed and provide support. This includes sharing the plan with system and school-based personnel, families, and the community. Foster collaborative relationships by figuring out how they can support implementation. Keep them updated of any changes, updates, and successes of the plan regularly. There are many resources and templates available in the Literacy Library to support engaging families around literacy development. There's a comprehensive strategic plan that outlines numerous activities and models for engaging families. There are also a series of literacy activities available in home languages. There are a series of activities we call our grab and goes, as well as building literacy skills at home, which is organized by age group. These can be found in the family literacy engagement section of the library. There's also a literacy screener results template that can be completed and sent home to families. That includes family-friendly language and informs them of their child's literacy development on their literacy screeners. Look for additional webinars to continue supporting your reflection and updates of your local literacy plans. The Literacy Division will also continue to review and provide feedback on those plans for our CLSD recipients and others as requested. We will continue to develop training materials and supports so that you can assist your schools in the development of literacy plans and other implementations. We are constantly adding resources, webinars, and supports to the literacy library, so continue to check back there for additional things. And we partner with our teacher leader advisors to focus on inclusion of diverse learners, access, cross-content support, and classroom look-fors that will be embedded within our resources as well. This webinar is intended to help you maximize your impact at the school level. Recent legislation was passed requiring the development of literacy plans or the inclusion of literacy plans in your overall school plan, and family literacy engagement fits directly into this. If you look at the statement below the 4 bullets, there you can see how all of our pillars fit into this requirement by the bolded words, but this statement says each school should post their plans and report on their website. So that is one way that you can keep families and community stakeholders informed on their child's and students' literacy development. There are some there is a legislative law in place that is specific to family reporting, and it states that within 15 days of identifying that a student in kindergarten through 3rd grade is below grade level, the parent or guardian must be notified in writing. So that is where our template can come in handy as well, because it does meet those requirements. The information that is reported to the family should include the importance of being able to read proficiently, activities they can do at home to improve literacy, what's being done at school as far as instruction and interventions. And it also states that schools should provide mid-year and end-of-year updates to the parent or legal guardian of those students to ensure that progress is being monitored. So we are here to support you in that endeavor by providing those templates and resources in the literacy library. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or need any support, we are happy to help. Please email us at louisianaliteracy@la.gov, and we will respond as quickly as possible and support you in the best way that we can.